I'm next, because I got one question. There's a fundamental question that the Major Y guys have been asking and pointing out to this county, which is where's the breaking point on LOSF 50? Are we frozen to do any new discretionary map because of that segment? And if we build out the 2035, we do it earlier and fund it, or however we may attach it. Does that? When does the problem solve itself? And are we prohibited from any new maps? To me,
Correct.
I hear
or
I hear
moving
them.
any current ones forward.
There you go. And so I've not had that answer, and I think that's something I'd like answered.
Well, I can tell you generally that under the general plan traffic policies, you can't approve new maps unless that will contribute to or add cars to a section already at LOSF, unless there's something in the CIP that's going to alleviate it. And that's, I think, the question you're looking for, is are there any things planned to alleviate the traffic?
Well, are they planned, and how are they funded, and does that properly address the concerns of Measure Y?
Yes, if there's a solution in the CIP, then you can go ahead and approve the project.
When we get
so
to this
it's a
point,
factual question. It's factual answers you're actually looking for.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, numbers don't lie. Facts, numbers generally don't lie. So we're either at LOSF and can mitigate it with 2035 or whatever the CIP, or we're at LOSF and we can't mitigate it. And so then the question is, if we can't, what if any restrictions does that put on this board? At what point, I mean, is it everything east of Bass Lake, that we can? So
How can you, though? Because most of
I
them travel
understand.
Highway 50. I mean, that's where the traffic analysis needs to say where they're going.
And I would add a third option in there, a scenario where you technically can mitigate, but it may be a result that this board or the county doesn't want, or the residents want, which would be, numerous multi-lane roadways throughout the county that
Parallel
the community
capacity.
may not want to see. So there are multiple scenarios that the board, that we will try to help the board consider as part of the CIP.
But part of the challenge is, though, is that if we hit the ceiling, we can't build any more homes. To mitigate, we need to build homes to collect money to build the roads to mitigate the new homes we built.
You've created a vicious cycle has been created without any.
Or the board has the option of, by a four-fifths vote.
By four-fifths vote, correct.
Adding a segment that can go to F.
But to the chairman's point, when do we hit what I'm going to call the ceiling? And the ceiling being, that point in time. I mean,
I think it's the Measure Y Committee's opinion that we've hit that ceiling.
Well, and throw in tourism recreation and a weekend.
There you go. Apple Hill. Never mind. Last time I said Apple Hill, I got creamed. I'll never say those two words again.
but I want to back up to the earlier conversation about